Right, guys. A little bit concerned about my PC after my crash during the Michelin Pilot, so we are running a test. We're going to get some IMSA practice in at the same time. Why the hell's that so poor quality? There we go. Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about what happened earlier. So I've been away and I've updated all of my drivers, and I'm hoping that it's going to be better. So we're gonna register for this practice session tomorrow, and we're gonna try it. Yeah, the race is tomorrow night. But I do want to sort of stress test my PC a little bit. I have updated my PC and I have stress tested it. Yeah, so I mean, like, before it crashed I didn't have any of this stuff. It had all disappeared. My processor runs super hot, but it always has done. But I've just stress tested it for an hour up to 95 degrees and it seemed to be okay. So, you know, my coolant, everything's working as it should do. The coolant temp should go up. It's pulling the heat out of there. The pump's working, the fans are working. I did just try and open OBS a minute ago and it crashed. It just restarted the computer. Didn't do anything, it just restarted the computer. So I don't know if it's an OBS fault. I don't think I'm on it. See, it does things like this as well, where this flickers. So, you know, we're just gonna test it. We're gonna see what happens. It's practice for tomorrow anyway, you know. See, all of this is still working. That's without my shaders, and it looks kind of blurry. That's with my shaders. So yeah, we're just gonna run around basically. We're gonna just drive some laps and.
Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
That's basically what it's about. This is the race we've got tomorrow.
Your pit exit looks clear.
Force feedback's too high for this car. I think that's what I normally run it at. Ah, I hate that curb. So I thought we'd get the practice in for tomorrow and test the PC. I hate that final corner. Not a big fan of the first corner either, to be honest. Now, I have a guy who I watch on YouTube. He's called
Sector 1 is quick.
Chris Stewart. And I actually quite like him. Even though he's American. And he is like 3.4k or something like that. I kind of try and like benchmark myself against him.
Sector 2 time is okay.
And I watched a race he did this morning around here in the Porsche, and he was 28s, 29s. So that's sort of my goal.
P2. Sector 3 time is fast.
Although I've just done a 30 there, which is far too slow. I'm not sure what my best round here is in this car.
There's an incident in Lucen Bianchbocht. It looks like Hovey. Sector 1 time's okay. Incident in Ixbocht. It looks like it's Rudy. There's an incident in ESD. We think it might be Brian and Krimer.
So what's this going to be? A 29.4.
Sector 3 time's okay. Sector 1 time is good.
It's the brakes where I lose most of my time.
The car in front's lap time is at 129.31. Okay, Dean, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. P4, you're currently 1.7 seconds off the pace. Incident in ESD, it looks like it's Mayer. The guy behind has just done a 130.00. You're a tenth off the pace in Sector 1.
That was better through there. Four tenths. This is going to be my record round here. 29.0, so still not even in the 20 race.
That's your quickest lap. That puts you 1.2 seconds off the leader's pace. There's an incident in ESD. We think it might be Michael. You're a tenth off the pace in Sector 3.
Of course, we're also going to see what
2 tenths off the pace in Sector 1.
we can do in terms of fuel as well. So at the minute, the way we're driving, it's only going to get 38 laps. Of course, you guys know me. We like to have a fuel save strategy. So you know what? I know that Chris uses P1 docks as a
Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
setup shop, whereas I use Hymo. I also have VRS as well, like.
Fastest lap for Nielsen, 127.80.
We've got 7k guys doing 27s.
B4, you're now 1.7 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.44 off the pace. There's an incident in ESD. It looks like Brian.
I will say that these guys in that race as well weren't on full tanks.
Sector 1 is
Like I am.
0.26 off the pace. There's an incident in Jochenrinkt-Bocht. Looks like it's Lucas.
Which one's Jochenrinkt-Bocht?
Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace.
This one.
The guy behind has just done a 129.07. Incident in Ixbocht. It looks like Lucas. You're now 1.3 seconds off the leader's pace.
It's crazy how fast some people are. And you're like, how the fuck
There's
did
an
they do
incident
it?
in Klein Chicane. We think it might be Simon. The guy behind has just done a 129.05. That's a new fastest lap for Cox, 127.73. There's an incident in Butte. We think it might be Schmitz.
Too much.
Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
So what we can do as well,
Ixbocht. It looks like Simon.
because I do use the setup shops. so I can have a look and see where I'm losing the time.
There's an incident in Sterrenrocksbocht. Looks like it's Magnus. P5. There's an incident in Lucen-Bianchbocht. Looks like it's Shine. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace. There's an incident in Kanalbocht. We think it might be Sonmez.
Figure out where I can save fuel as well.
0.47 off the pace.
A lot of my races are made up on strategy.
Incident in ESD. It looks like Brian.
Missed that last corner.
Seventh position. You're currently 2.3 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.9 off the pace.
Oh, that was terrible. One thing I will say is look at the I rating of the guys who are ahead of me on the standings. So it's definitely time to be made up through that chicane. There's just gravel everywhere. I think there's time to be made up through that chicane as well if I can get the line right.
Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace.
And through there if I stop out braking myself.
P8. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
You have to be really careful not to take too much curb through there, because it will spit you out.
There's an incident in Sterrenrocksbocht. It looks like Maximus. Incident in Kanalbocht. It looks like it's Maximus. 13th place. That puts you 1.7 off the pace. Well, that was a 129.41. The leader has just done a 127.10.
27-1. That's crazy. I can't get into the 28s. Also, what I was just saying about iRatings ahead of me, there's a 1.5 and a 1.8k guy ahead of me now. I missed the final corner up.
You've just done a 129.22. There's an incident in Lucen Biagbocht. We think it might be Magnus. The leader has just done a 126.82.
26s now. It's just unreal. Too much curb.
Incident in Terlemenbocht. It looks like Hovey.
Bet tomorrow's race will make up loads of places from people doing that. So we might not be the quickest driver in the world, we're never going to be. But we can be consistent, and that's, you know...
You're currently 2.7 seconds off the pace.
Consistency really helps.
129.54.
And now I'm making mistakes following this 1.2k driver's lines. Oh, he nearly went.
There's an incident in Ixbocht. We think it might be Papini. P19. Right side's clear.
I've not seen how much iRating I lost from the Michelin Pilot earlier yet. I know I'm back to 2k, I was 2.1. After my blue screen.
There's an incident in Klein Chicane. Looks
2096.
Like it's Maximus.
Can't remember what I was at. Oh, that's too much. Far too much. Right, so far so good for the PC. It was an hour into the Michelin Pilot that it crashed though.
There's an incident in Xbox. It looks like it's Maximus. There's an incident in ESD. We think it might
How does
be
it pronounce
Maximus.
Maxime as Maximus?
Incident in Sterrenwachtbocht. It looks like Brian.
Yeah, it's not. The place is not great, like.
There's an incident in Kanalbocht. It looks like Brian.
So much gravel. That was the line through there. Lost it all through there though. A little bit late on the brakes for there, went deep. Obviously the irony is it wasn't late for me, it was probably, well, it was late for me, it was probably early for
E19.
fast people.
The leader's just done a 126.82.
I keep getting little micro stutters. I can see them.
There's an incident in Klein Chicane. We think it might be Michael.
That was wide, Dino.
Track limits. This lap will be deleted.
That was another stutter.
Incident in ESD. It looks like it's Powell. E20.
See you later, Mr. BMW.
Incident in Kanalbocht. Looks like it's Niklaus. The leader's just done a 126.78.
What is the leader? 7.5k.
Track limits. This lap will be deleted.
Yeah, thanks, Jim.
There's an incident in Boulderberg-Bocht. There's an incident in Telemenbocht. It looks like cave-in.
Cave-in? It's Kevin? Jesus Christ, Jim. I'd love to know how he pronounces my name.
Incident in Ixbocht. We think it might be Starly. P21. There's an incident in Lucen Bianchbocht. We think it might be Hovey. Alright, Dean, you've got half your fuel left.
Nope, that's me not watching.
Track limits, they'll invalidate this lap.
Too much of that curb.
There's an incident in ESD. It looks like it's Olsen. There's an incident in Sterenwalk. It looks like Olsen. Clear right.
Oh, I wish I was quicker. I turned it a little bit too early for the first apex. Is this going to be my 28 finally, maybe? Yep.
That's your quickest lap in this session. You're now 2.2 off the leader's pace. That lap was a 129.00.
Man proceeds to do quickest ever lap here. Still 2.2 off the pace. It's ridiculous.
There's an incident in Klein Chicane. It looks like Michael.
But this 1.5k guy ahead of me in this NSX is pretty quick, like. I mean, like, in comparison to me, compared to the big boys, he's not, is he? I just keep making a mistake there. It's costing me time.
There's a car leaving the pit lane. That puts you 2.4 off the pace. Incident in ESD. It looks like it's Volvo.
No.
There's an incident in Terlemenbocht. We think it might be Germany. You'll need to slow down to give back the time gained. There's an incident in Ixbocht. It looks like it's Volvo. '21st.
Don't know if it's just my driving style, you know, slip angles and stuff like that. I know my braking's not the best. I never brake hard enough, I don't think. I think I'm quite soft on the brake pedal, to be honest. And I did talk last week about swapping the spring out maybe for a one that's not quite as stiff, but I haven't, so I'll have to rein those incidents in for tomorrow though. 7's too many. Okay. Didn't think I cut that much. Three Villeneuve. One name that I can pronounce on this on this course. There's Jackie X as well, which obviously I know that one. But yes, I do know Villeneuve. It's where Gilles was killed, unfortunately.
incident in ESD. It looks like Niklaus.
I think Jim needs a reprogram on how to pronounce some of these things. That says Nicholas. The car behind me. He's just called him Niklaus. So what we average in terms of fuel? .6, which is 38 laps. For 39 I need 2.48 from here. So that last corner there, my trail braking just wasn't enough, and the car was still in the ABS. I saw it on the graph. Which is why I slid wide at the apex. So you can see it on the graph in the bottom left. You can see the ABS kicking in. You can also see the purple and orange lights flashing on the dashboard. Those blue ones are the traction control. That was a little bit better. That braking was much better.
There's an incident in ESD. We think it might be Ruanli. You're currently 2.7 seconds off the pace. There's an incident in Sterrenwachtbocht. We think it might be Ruanli.
I've never been the best braker. The idea is to trail brake into the corners to help the car rotate around them, but once the ABS is in, then you're not really rotating the car because you're still on the ABS, so it's just pushing wide. Got a cup of coffee somewhere.
You're now 3.0 seconds off the leader's pace.
Coffee's cold now.
Okay, Dean, we need to watch these track limits.
Right, so far we've just done 28 laps and the PC was fine. Alright, let's just let this play. We'll check I know that ICIE UE is not, or IQ or whatever you call it, is not really the greatest. Yeah, we'll see, we're 80 degrees, which is fine. This processor does run that hot. So 28974 is my quickest, which is not great. You know, you've got 1.7, you got quicker guys ahead of me who are lower I rated. And that's the lap I missed the chicane. Right. Let's see what we can do fuel saving wise.
All clear on pit exit. You can push now.
So it's 38 laps. Ah! Without fuel saving. Like I say, a lot of our racing is done on strategy and saving fuel, so I want to see what I can get. Hitting those curbs doesn't help. So just lift the little lifts into the braking zone. We're not going to go as crazy as we did in the Michelin Pilot earlier, where we were trying to get to the end with just one stop, which we were going to do until my computer blue screened. It's just some little lifts. Does mean you can brake slightly later. I've actually just gone purple in that sector doing it, so I actually tend to find that I'm quicker when I'm fuel saving in most cases, because I'm not, I don't know, it just gives me more time to sort of pick my braking point. I can hit it better. So let's see what this fuel usage is. 4.4.
That puts you 2.4 seconds off the pace. That was a 129.22.
Which pushes my laps out by 2 straight away, just running at 2.44. Gets me an extra 2 laps.
Track limits.
Like I say, that's just with a little bit of lifting. See how much more precise and consistent I am though. It was a little bit more that time, 2.49. But my fuel calculator is saying 2.5 for 40 laps. So what's that going to be? Is it going to be 2.47 for... or 2.43 for 41 laps? And we've gone quicker.
E19, good lap. That's your quickest so far. That puts you 2.0 off the pace. Your lap time was at 128.82.
I don't know why I'm quicker in a fuel save, I just am. I think it's because, like I say, I actually prepare myself for the braking zones a little bit better. That was 2.49 again, that lap. This one's not been great. I'll try that without the shaders.
That lap time was 129.26.
Everything just looks so blurry. I suppose it doesn't look that bad, to be honest. Still prefer it with them on.
You're now 2.1 off the leader's pace.
So even just that little bit of saving gets us an extra 2 laps.
Incident in Klein Chicane. It looks like it's Ruanli. push the track limits. Please, Dean.
The amount of fucking gravel, man. Is anybody actually driving on the roads? Seriously, is anybody actually driving on the track? So much gravel. Oh, there we go, 41 laps, 2.42. However, I do think that is basing it off my 10 lap average, possibly.
Track limits. This lap will be deleted.
I'm also thinking about this last corner, whether there's a... No, they're quite big, aren't they? I was thinking maybe you could get like the middle of the car over the top of the sausages. Oh, that was too much.
You'll need to slow down a bit if you don't want a penalty. P19.
You could actually, if you hit it right. I don't think I'm hitting 2.42 though. I mean, I quite possibly could.
currently 2.8 seconds off the pace.
I did 2.41 that time. It was 29.5 though, it wasn't the best lap. Well, I think for the split that I'm going to be in, I think 29.5 is going to be absolutely fine. See, I'm worried about doing that and then ballsing it up.
You're now 2.6 off the pace. That was 129.43.
Hitting the sausage curbs a little bit wrong. So now I reckon I can do 40 lap stints quite comfortably. Which might be enough. Not sure how long we've been driving for now.
That puts you 2.4 seconds off the leader's pace. There's an incident in Sterrenwachtbocht. It looks like Huanli.
That says Manuel. Oh, pardon me. So my 10 lap average now is down to 2.47. I cut too much of that one.
You'll need to slow down if you don't want a penalty.
So I'm thinking, according to that, anything below 2.5 is going to get me 40 laps, and I'm not uber fuel saving like I was in the Michelin this earlier. So if I was uber fuel saving, I could just go But no, I do think that'll be just too slow. Probably not what people want to watch. People want to watch racing, not fuel economy. This is just an experiment now to see what I can actually do. Just in case I need to. That was at 2.3. Let's see if I can do that and what kind of pace I'm getting. That's good for 42 laps. That's another 2 laps again. I'm slower into the braking zones, but at the same time I can brake later. This is going to be a mid-29, which I think is what I was running anyway, consistently. Actually, it's going to be a high 29. He's 2.32. What was I using on a full lap? Was it on a push lap? Was it 2.6? It was, wasn't it? Or was it 2. Well, we'll just say 2.6.
Okay, Dean, you need to watch the track limits.
That curb's going to kill me in the race tomorrow. I can feel it. Cut too much. See what happens when I start pushing again.
Slow down, give back some time. Look out for the pit speed limit. Box in 400 metres.
Right, so we're saying if I can run it 2.5. That's saying 2.46 now. No,
100
2.52.
metres. 50 metres. Front left, 88%. Rear left, 89.
80 degrees. At least, you know, my fans are working, the coolant's working. I'm not really bothered about the AMD graphics. It's my 4070, which is running hot. But I don't think I've got this on. Don't know if I need something on the roof. So the external views make it look so tidy. Yeah, I nearly went. Hey up. Looks like he's looped it there. I'd like to see F1 back at Zolder. It probably won't come back, but right, is this? Is this? No, I didn't do it to this car, did I? This is a team paint for starters, so it won't be on this car. KJM stuff. Right, it looks like the PC's okay. It does run slightly hot, but it does anyway to AMD chip. So as far as I'm aware, they do run hot. Right, okay, that's working. It seems to be all okay, so I'm going to stop the stream there. How long have we been live for? Does it tell me somewhere? It'll probably tell me if I go to this, won't it? Hour and 15, which I think is longer than I was live this morning earlier, so during the Michelin, so hopefully that's, you know, that's my PC fixed, and it was just a whatever was wrong with it. Look at that. My paging shows a rate of hard page faults. Operating system operations that swap 4K byte paging memory to and from disk. A full bar's rate of 30 page faults per second is displayed numerically. But so what I'm getting from that is that's so it's full again. So does that mean there's a problem with my memory? Or my storage? Or what? See, CPU's fine. My SKU's absolutely fine. What's the A? Percentage of the available CPU time being used to process sounds, that's fine. X. Percentage of available CPU times for audio mixed to, yeah, so that's fine. Latency's fine. Total frame time from this PVU starts build soon until the GPU, so that's absolutely fine. Graphics card to draw frames, that's fine. And the renderer, that's fine. So what's causing my paging to jump high like that? Does that make a difference, turning my shader off? Also the sound's being weird. No, that doesn't make a difference. Right, I am stopping it there. Right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.